muted. Is it from my end? Okay, so your voice is quite faint. Your voice is quite faint. We can barely hear you. Okay. Let's hold on while.
Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
You can proceed.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, you can.
Okay, yes. Good morning. My name is Victor and Ude Victor. And I'm glad for this opportunity to share. So I remember when I first saw this business, but before then, as it is, I come from a family of 7. My dad, someone is saying my voice is very low. Please, can I be heard clearly?
Yes, sir, you can be heard loud and clear, but we cannot see you. I would love to see you.
You cannot see me?
No, sir.
Oh.
Beautiful. We can see you now.
You can see me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I'm trying to, okay. Okay, good. So, I come from a family of 7. My dad, my mom, very good people. And my dad was very intelligent growing up. So he even got a scholarship. And they told him that he would go abroad and study. And the way things were, the family had to contribute, the whole village had to contribute for him to go abroad. And when he was to come back, he would come back and would all be rich. So he came back, he became a bank manager, all of that. Life was good. But then along the line, he lost his job and things changed.
Hello, sir. Your other device is echoing. Can you turn down? Yes, mute your other device.
Is it on now?
Yes. Okay.
Is it on now?
It's much better now. You can proceed, sir.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. You can proceed.
Okay, yeah.
Much better.
Okay, so I don't know why I'm having challenges trying to share my screen. So he lost his job and everything changed. But as growing up, I always knew how things they pulse in the family through our morning prayers. So that's how I knew. But I didn't know how bad until one day we're living in Aba. I was outside playing. The landlord came and I wanted to go and greet him. You know, landlord Oyoyo, and the man just gave me a knock. He gave me a very serious knock. I cried, and then I went and I told my dad that the landlord gave me a knock. I expected my dad to, fight the landlord, something like that. But what my dad did instead was he dragged me inside and asked me to stop crying. As a little boy, I did not know why he did something like that. But, well, I had to endure. I had to endure. Then I told my mom that once I grew up, that I was really going to make it so that such embarrassment would never be seen. Can my screen be seen now, please? Can my screen be seen?
No, sir.
What can I do? I'm projecting the screen with another device. Is that why the problem is so? Can that device? I don't know how it's done.
Your both devices are co-hosts, sir. You can share. I'm guessing it's from your end.
Okay, so I don't know. I don't know. Can it be seen now?
Yes, sir, it's coming up.
It's coming up.
Yes.
Okay. So they told me that if I was going to fulfill that dream, I needed to go to a good school, get get a good job and all of that. So I went to UNN. I graduated. I got a high 2-1. So my family told me that I had finally landed. I went to serve in Delta State. And after my NYSC, being close to the oil company, I felt that finally my dream had come true. But guess what? After my NYSC, the jobs I got were places where they were pricing me 12,000 naira a month. They were pricing me 12,000 naira a month. And I asked myself, is this what I am going to use to really become who I'm going to become? My mom asked me to manage it, that what mattered was where I was going in the morning and coming back in the afternoon, provided that something was entering at the end of the month. My mom told me that if I did it, that along the line, I was going to find this wife material that did not need money, who would love me for who I was. And that if things got too difficult, she was going to find a way to be supporting me to, take care of my family and all of that. And then I asked myself, that was not the kind of life I wanted to live. A life where when as I'm a man, my mom will be taking care of me. So I decided to return to the university to get a master's, because I felt that once you have masters, all your problems are gone. And all the principalities and powers chasing me would finally leave me alone. So I finished my master's in 2017, and then I realized that most of the keke drivers around, the shuttle drivers, they all had masters. That was when my lecturers came again and told me, Victor, you're a smart young man. Why don't you start a PhD? That once you have PhD, all your problems are solved. That is because it's masters you have. Just have PhD. Well, wisdom, they say, is profitable to direct. So I looked for money. I began the PhD program in 2017. And as I was doing it, and at that point in life, I noticed that I could get closer to lecturers I could discuss. So one day in 2019 or so, I was in a professor's office and we're talking. And I was like, Prof, anything for your boy? And he told me that things were hard, that he actually just borrowed money to pay child school fees. Like, it kind of shocked me. The reason it shocked me is I was doing everything I was doing because I wanted to get better living. And they say if you want to know where you'll be in the next 5-10 years, you don't done that way before you, who are ahead in the ladder, that they will give you an idea where you will be, in the next 10 years. So I asked myself, does it mean that maybe in the next 10 years when I'm 50 years old or 60 years old, I would not even have money for children's school fees? I would have to be borrowing money. So it wasn't really encouraging, so to speak. It wasn't encouraging. So I told myself that no, that this is not the kind of life I want to live. But then what do I do? What do I do about it? It was at that point that, thanks to God, I received a text message from Professor Anosike telling me that some persons would call me. You know how our messages come. And well, I was called. Reluctantly, I attended, and they were just, of course, when I got there, I saw that it was bring two that will bring another two, and it was not my thing. But thanks to God, I stayed till the end. And when he ended, they say selection, this, that. I was not interested. I was rather, I found it funny that some persons were, raising their hands and all of that. But Ambassador John, asked some questions, closed down, and then I got started. But that was, for me, I think that was when everything changed. They were talking about an event in Abuja, and reluctantly, Ambassador John brought it up, and I attended. And when I attended that event, it was the turning point for me, because I sat close to one lady. She was making noise and all. And then when we were doing some, she said Ambassador Vincent was training. And she was like that. In this business, that you can only start making your own money when you start presentations. So like, I looked this girl up and down in my mind, because I had thought I was better than her. So I was like, if this little one is doing presentation and I'm not doing, then there is a problem. So then she now asked me whether I was doing presentation myself. What do I think? Because Ambassador Vincent was saying that you needed to keep your presentation to 16 minutes, while the girl on the other hand was saying that your presentation had to be 2 hours, that she even used to sit down. But despite that, she was disagreeing with Ambassador Vincent. I was wondering, so this girl was doing presentation and I wasn't. That was it. Then the next thing was, she now said that she was making 200,000 a month. Like 200K, like me in my DTC, then I think the cumulative income was 100 and something. And this little girl who was making noise, who didn't know how to come early, was telling me how she was making 200K. I just kept quiet. Then she asked me, what about you? How much are you making? I was like, my friend, you're making noise. Why don't you keep quiet? I was too embarrassed to admit to her exactly what I was feeling. So when I went back with the notion that I am going to take responsibility for my business. I am going to start presentation. So I went back, I told Ambassador John, I told Mr. Patrick then that I was going to launch we're going to have to start an office, so to speak, and I got the blessings and we started off. I wouldn't know why my screen is really troubling me. I wouldn't know why my screen is troubling me. I would so much want to share at this point. I wouldn't know. Can I still be heard, please?
Yes, sir. You can be heard loud and clear.
Okay. So then I at that point, things were kind of tight. So I knew that if I was going to find an office, I needed to find an office where I could live in. My rent then had expired, so I found an office space in town. I lived there. It wasn't easy. At some point in the beginning, some of the challenges, I was wondering, did I make the right decision? Is this really going to work? Now, such troubled me over and over. But what I did to overcome that was that I asked myself a simple question, which was, why are you doing this business? I said I was doing this business because I saw something that can give me leverage. I saw something that can teach me personal development. So that's why I'm doing it. Then I asked myself, why did you leave your PhD? Did you leave your PhD because you're crazy? Maybe because you're crazy. But then there was something you saw, I told myself. And I assured myself that if I keep pushing at it long enough, perhaps I am going to see some people who would see what I see and we'll do it together. And that was what kept me, because, when you're doing this at that point, nobody is going to be able to encourage you, because when you go to bed in the night, you wake up, you still be with yourself. And I was doing that, and along the line, I began to find some believers, people who believed in me, people who saw what I saw. There was even somebody then who came later and was telling me that when she attended presentation, I was looking like Mangala fish. That was what she told me. But she told me this like 1 or 2 months later, that when she attended the presentation, that I was looking like Mangala fish. I almost wanted to feel embarrassed when she was telling me this 2 months later. But what gave me confidence was, despite that I was looking like Mangala fish, she paid. Because she paid in that presentation, meaning that despite how I was looking, despite the way the office was, I was doing it, and people could see what I saw, and they were getting started. And then some recognition started to come, Millionaire Circle, Gold Executive Prime, and then I began to raise some teammates who were doing likewise. I even, along the line, thanks to God, I have a teammate who qualified for an all expenses paid vacation in our entire team, and some more office spaces began to come up, and people who from nothing began to really believe in themselves because they saw me believing. So that was it. And eventually, sometime last year, I was speaking with some of my top leaders, Ambassador Mo, Ambassador John. I was like, it's about time I need to start leveraging my leg. And thanks to God, through mentorship and through support, I was able to, launch a car in the business. And there was something that I wish this video would play. There's something I wish my screen would play. I remember in Elim Plaza when the car was being launched, as I drove it, I was unable to come out because I was struggling to turn off the AC. Akmo came around and asked me what the problem was. I told him that I was trying to turn off the air conditioning. And he told me that I shouldn't worry, that they will do QSG for me. They will do QSG and mentor me on how to do that. It made me laugh, but at the same time, it also made me understand the kind of business we are doing. We do a business where we are not just taught how to earn money, build leverage. We also taught how to manage life, learn things. Everything here can be coached, all right? And as I begin to conclude, some of the challenges I had, I talked about self-doubt and what I did. What I did to solve that was knowledge. And I understood that even Jesus Christ himself had doubts. But, at that point, his head was filled. He wanted the cup to pass him by. But then he remembered who he was. He remembered why he was sent. And he remembered what was promised at the end. And he asked God for his will to be done. So I was like, once I was able to keep feeding myself with knowledge, keep seeing people that have done, who have believed, and I began to believe. The other challenge I had was really, I had attrition. People waking up, doing the business with you, and one day they are not doing it anymore. So when this wants to get me, I'm like, I remember that even Jesus Christ himself, the Son of God, the only begotten, he felt attrition. He was betrayed. And I was like, if Jesus was betrayed, then I'm going to be disappointed too. Of late, a teammate of mine came to me after he took it to his head to have a very long leave. He came back telling me something about discovering himself and how he has now found that his passion was tech. And I asked him, give it to me, what are you saying? You're quitting. He said, I'm trying to discover myself via tech. So I was like, oh, all right. I then asked him a simple question. I thought we were doing this business because we are doing it for leverage. Are you now running into tech because you don't understand leverage anymore? He said, no. I said, okay, if you're getting into tech, are you going to be the programmer, the guy who stays behind the scene to program? Or are you going to be the guy who builds a system, a business around a system that will give leverage? He's like, he wants to be the guy who builds a business around a system that will give leverage. I'm like, if you build such, you're going to still face rejection. You're going to face all these things you're facing. And then what? I told him that. I asked him, okay, if you get into your tech, what do you exactly want to do? He said that he wants to start, designing things and all that. I'm like, if your passion is in tech, why haven't you yet designed anything or any of those your flyers that will help to propagate this your network marketing business to another level? And I told him that. Personally, what has kept me from quitting is a conscious decision. It is not really an emotional decision, a conscious one. I asked him a simple question, and I want to warn the audience. The question I asked him was your sister, she's beautiful, right? He said yes. I asked him, why are you not going to marry your sister? He told me, what do I mean? I said, yes, your sister. Are you going to marry her? He said, no, he cannot. Why should I even ask him a question like that? Why should I ask him a question like that? I'm like, yes, that's the question I'm asking you. Are you going to marry her? He said, no. I said, boy, are you not interested in women? He said, but he can't think of his sister that way. I said, what about your mom? He said, how do I even ask him a question like that? Why am I thinking of that? I told him that I am not thinking of that myself. I am asking you if you're thinking of that. And he told me, no, that he's not thinking of that. He's not thinking of it. And I'm like, he now asked me, why am I thinking of it? I said, I'm not. I want to know why you're thinking of it. He said, he's not thinking. I said, that's the same way you should think about it in terms of network marketing. How would you live a business that is the easiest means for an average person to earn leverage? That you have to come to a point in your life where you know that you can't live this. Why can't you live it? Because it's the easiest access that an average person like us can access leverage so that even if you're disappointed, even if you're broken, even if you're sad, even if you're rejected, even if you take a day leave, when you come back, you still look at your sister and you be like, no, this is my sister. I can't think of her that way. So you come back, when whatever happens, you look at your business and say, no matter what my upline does to me, well, it's still my business. I have to build it. It's leverage. It's a conscious decision that forms kind of a backbone. So that's what I have done. That's what I teach people. That's what I teach myself every day to help me stay focused, because this journey is far. Another challenge I've had as I wrap up is naysayers. Especially my mom has been my chief naysayer. I remember when I first got started, she was telling me, this thing. She kind of told me that she began to have high BP, showing me her BP gadget and all that. That it was because I decided to do network marketing. That's why she's having it. She'd be crying and all of that. I'm like, Mommy, I have to do this. Then she came again that I should put my eggs in several baskets. You can't put all your eggs in one basket, she says. She even said something like, that in Igbo, let's translate to English, that you don't stand one place to observe a masquerade. Every now and then, my mom keeps pushing, like she's pushing and pushing. One day I just had to ask her. I told her, Mommy, I want to ask you a question. She's like, what is it? I said, okay, Mommy, you love your husband, right? That is my father. You two have been married for almost 40 years. That's correct. And I told him, Mommy, you know that my father is mere mortal, flesh and blood, right? He could go out one day and not come back. Like, that's what happens to human, because every man awaits one fate, death. All right? She said yes. And I asked him, my father travels a lot. Did it ever occur to you that maybe one of those days he could go somewhere and all that and not come back? He said, yeah, it happens and all that. And I asked him, so am I to assume, Mommy, that given this is your viewpoint, that you have a spare husband, in the background, waiting, so that if something were to happen to my father? And she's like, how do you think of something like that? I'm like, Mommy, no, I am not thinking of something like that. I am asking if you are thinking of something like that. She's like, God forbid that she's not thinking of something like that. I'm like, okay, that's the point. If you're not thinking of something like that, why do you want me to think of something like that towards my network marketing business? Why do you want me to think in terms of that? What if something happens? I asked her, what if something? She said, nothing is going to happen to my father. And I told her, that's what I want. And she said that's why she's praying and hoping and putting all her hope and all her eggs in that basket. And I'm like, exactly. And I'm putting all my hope and all my faith and all my everything in this basket. And I have to have one hope that it works. All right. And one of those days, after speaking with her, I was like, I told her that we have to have faith, we have to do that. And at the end, she told me one thing. What she told me was, my son, you've spoken well, like always. And it gave me peace inside, knowing that one way or another, I could add value. So what I'm saying here is, as the topic of today is self-doubt, managing self-doubt, believe in yourself. The challenges are going to come. They're not going to be easy, but you have to find a way because you have to answer from within. Because at that point, nobody is going to be able to encourage you in that darkness. And what I told my mom was that this is a matter of life and death. Because I remember in 2017, I was going to watch a match. Some two young men accosted me on the road. They stabbed me. I lay on the bed. My friends wanted to take me to the hospital. I refused. Why didn't I want? Because I didn't have enough money. So I was trying to save 100 and something thousand in my bank account. So I told my mom that day, I told her, see, Mommy, this is a life and death situation. That you have to be doing something that when you go to bed in the night, when you remember the morning, you'll be excited. You remember the morning the same way that little children remember Christmas. You remember the morning the same way that a child at boarding school thinks of long-term holidays. You remember the morning as something that makes you want to wake up and fight. And only then can we make our mark here on earth. Because our ambassador, Mike, told us that at the end of the day, we'll be judged for the good works we did. So I thank you all for giving me the opportunity to share, for listening. I thank my ambassador, Ambassador John. I'm truly, really sorry that I was unable to share my screen because of some challenges. I do not know how this happened, but these things happen. I thank you very much for believing in me and giving me this opportunity. I'm sorry to disappoint. I'm sorry. And to my ambassador, Ambassador Mo, for being there in the corner, giving me the support. I know I gave you a promise that I will not fail you. I will not fail you, sir. And for our Odogu one of Star Nation, Dr. Elijah Mba, thank you very much. We've seen time and time again that you have the opportunity to do many things, but your loyalty to us has been second to none. You've been there supporting us, and I thank you, sir. And then I thank you, Ambassador Imelda, Dr. T, Engineer Bright, Ambassador Success, Ambassador Tracy, Ambassador Joe, and my team for believing in me, and above all, for believing in yourself, for believing that we can do this together. And I thank Ambassador Mike for the privilege of C1FG. Thank you very much this morning. God bless you. And with God on our side, we are resolutely unstoppable. Thank you. Power.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you, Victor. We're going straight to the training. Our time is fast spent already. I'm watching the time. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Don't worry, you will show us that your car one day. We are still going to see it. Thank you very much. All right. Good morning, Star Nation. Good morning, our leaders. Good morning, our mentors. Good morning, everybody. And we're going straight into the training. And we'll trust God today that we are going to be able to go home with something tangible to build our business. You see, listening to Victor, I remember the day we met, where he saw the opportunity. Prosper the Garden was like a restaurant. We went there to share the opportunity, and he came. People were signing up. Victor was sitting down somewhere, asking plenty questions and doubting everything we're saying. But I sat him down and I looked at him and said, I saw a young man with fire. My concern was not his objection. My concern was what he can do in the business. Let me tell you, I want to teach you something this morning. Most of the times when you see people who are throwing objection at you, don't disregard them. Some of them are the firebrand that can do your business. Some of us, we get angry when people ask certain questions, and the way we respond, throw them off, or we feel like we don't need them. Not like somebody asking stupid question, but somebody is asking to learn. If it is possible for you, sit the person down, answer the person's question, clear the person's doubt, accept every question with love. Accept every question, every objection with love, and respond accordingly. You might just be picking a firebrand into your business. And that was what I saw in Victor that day. With all his objection, I finished. He signed up immediately. Immediately. If you notice, some people who throw objection, they sign up immediately. Yes. Even this Saturday, I noticed it. I was closing somebody down, was throwing objection, but at the end, he made payment instantly. So we need to be able to learn that and also accept people's objection with love. And once you're able to clear the person's doubt, you'll be picking a firebrand for yourself. So thank you, Victor, for that story. Today he's a car owner. Today he has built a huge team for himself and is leveraging. And we are all just getting started. All right. So this morning, let's go straight to our training. We're going to be looking at dangers of self-doubt in network marketing. You see, what I'm going to teach us this morning, by God's grace, is not just what I read in a book, it's my personal life and experience. And it is part of what, it is an issue that many of us experience in this business. And many persons have neglected it. And as long as you neglect it, it will keep you in one spot. Self-doubt dealt with me and kept me in a particular spot in my business until I was able to come out of it. And immediately I noticed myself coming out, things changed in my business. There are several persons listening to me right now, and you are up to 1 year, 2 years in the business, and you've not come to them to believe in yourself that you can succeed in this business. Even up till now, you're still dragging your feet. You see, you've not come to a point where you tell yourself, no matter what, I have the best business in the world. And that is what keep pushing people out of the business. I remember one guy when we're starting, he had all it takes to build his business, but all of a sudden he left. The reason you see many persons leaving, the reason you see people who quit this business is because they've not come to a point they say, this is a matter of life and death. And it's because they've not believed in themselves enough. They not believe in themselves enough. They not believe in the business enough. And anybody can distract them with any sweet word or whatever discouragement. So we're going to look into that and see the dangers and why a lot of persons are dragging their feet in the business because they've not believed in themselves enough to be able to build. So the question is, what is self-doubt? Self-doubt is the feeling or a feeling of uncertainty or lack of conviction. The feeling of uncertainty or lack of conviction. To have no confidence in someone or something. So if you look at some synonymous words, it's uncertainty, unsureness, unbelief, lack of confidence, lack of conviction, indecision. You see all these things you see here. As long as you are struggling with them, as long as you're struggling with the feeling of uncertainty, as long as you lack the conviction in yourself, in the business, you can't build large. As long as you're still feeling unsure, you are not convinced whether you're going to, you're not confident you're going to succeed in the business. You still have unbelief in you. You can't build this business. You can't go far. You can't go far. You know, some persons come with that mindset of let's just be moving. Let's see whether this one will work. And I will tell you that some of the things that lead to this unbelief and uncertainty, some of them are the experience that people have in the past. Some people have failed in network marketing before. Some people have failed in various businesses before. So when they come in, when they see this one, you know, somehow probably they just get started and they have that doubt within them. They just keep saying, let's just be moving, let's just be going. And guess what? As they continue like that, at a particular time, if that unbelief is still there, the person can't grow. I remember somebody I was working with, I tried to mentor this person. Every time what is coming out of her mouth, you know, each time she speaks, you see this unbelief in her. Everything she's saying keep proving that she don't have that conviction that the business is going to work. And the thing continued and it continued and the person left. And there is something about the people like this. See, listen, leaders and everyone that is paying attention to this meeting. If you notice people like that, you need to see how you can work on them because many of them go at the back. And it is not only that they are not building the business, but they also corrupt the mind of people in your business. So when you see people who lack that belief, who are doubting themselves, they have a way of transferring it to others. And each time they talk, What you hear them say is how the business is not working, how they've done this, how they've done that, and nothing is working. And they keep transferring the same feeling even to team members who are signing up new in the business. And they keep corrupting their mind. So you see some of them, they don't go out and they don't go in. They don't come, because of that doubt, they don't come in completely into the business. They don't come in completely. And also, they don't also go out completely. So they are like Nicodemus. They're sneaking. Some of them, some persons who have those doubts, self-doubt, even people around them don't know that they're doing this business. Their compound, the people in their compound don't know that they are doing this business. Some of their key friends, they keep them. They don't prospect them. They don't bring them into the business. They don't prospect them at all. You see, because why? If you ask them, some of them will tell you something like that they are guiding their integrity. And I'm like, does it mean what we are doing is not right? Does it mean what we are doing, the business we are doing is not legal? They tell you what, like they are protecting their integrity, they are protecting this one. Excuse me. It is a proof that a person don't have complete belief in the business. They have those doubts. So they don't come in fully, they don't also go out. So they stay in between. And like Jesus in the Bible said that there are Pharisees who don't believe wholly in what they are doing. They just keep hiding their identity, and the thing keep keeping them in one spot. Such people don't go far in the business. Such people don't build. You can't build an empire with that kind of mentality. You can't build a 7-figure business with that kind of mentality. So listen, for you, there is nobody, you can't succeed in network marketing with that kind of lack of belief. You can't succeed. You can't go far with such self-doubt. So you see, now I need you to pay attention and watch this. You know what you're seeing on your screen now. That is pencil. At the upper side, you can use it to write. At the lower side, you can use it to clean. Now listen to me. You can write your future with faith, as you see. The upper side is described as faith. You can clean same future with doubt. You see the lower part. I need you to understand that picture. Listen, you can write your future in this business with faith. You can also clean same future with doubt. I need you to take a look at yourself. Take a look at the business. Do you have faith in your business? Do you have faith in what you're doing? You can write your future with faith. Many persons in this business are writing their future. They are cleaning it because they doubt even what they are doing in the business. They doubt themselves. They doubt they can't succeed. They doubt that there's nothing they are doing that they can make it. They keep doubting. You see people who are doing activities, but at the same time, they are doubting that the same activity they are doing. They are doing this, they are doing activity, but in that activity, they are doubting it. Even though they are doubting it. So you see, the person is cleaning the future. Now look at this. You can build your network marketing business with faith, believing that you can be successful. You can also destroy it with doubt. You can also destroy it with doubt. You can also destroy it with doubt. Many quit their business because they doubt they can ever be successful. Many quit their business because they doubt they can never be successful. So you see them every day. Time to time they come to office. Time to time you have mega events. You know what they tell themselves? Okay, let's do again now. Even the one I did last week, nothing happened. Now let me do again now. They're just doing it. Not believing. They are filled with doubt. Nobody that is filled with doubt can build this business successfully. Nobody that is filled with doubt can build this business successfully. You can't build this business if there are doubts in you. It's what you're seeing here. You can write your future in the business with faith. You can clean your future with doubt. So I want to ask you this morning, what does self-doubt that is within you? Like I said, self-doubt may be as a result of past experience. Self-doubt may be as a result of what has happened to you before you saw the business. Self-doubt may be as the experience you've had in the past, and the thing is still affecting you. The thing is still affecting you consciously. You can feel it. Your past experience is still affecting you, and it's keeping you at a spot. You don't know, the thing you are trying to move is like somebody that is holding himself. You're on the floor. You want to stand, but you're holding yourself there. You can't stand up. You can't move. Let me quickly share my experience. When I saw this business, I really wanted to succeed. That's the truth. I've not done any network marketing before this. So, of course, as a graduate, I was struggling to get a job. For 4 years, I was searching for a job. And then, in search of jobs, several years in Abuja, Jos, and back to Enugu. And then I was still struggling until the day I got an invitation from my upline and mentor at Moses. And then I attended. That day, I saw this business. I saw my future, but I didn't have the money. Yes, I had my experience, right? I had my experience, my background. I was so poor that I couldn't pay for one account. I was so poor that I was not up to 1,000 naira rich. So I had to call my younger brother, pleaded with him. He didn't have the money. He borrowed the money from someone else to borrow me, right? And then I was quoting, and then I decided to borrow. I was borrowing. Everybody around me, I borrowed money. Now, do you know what? Even those that I was supposed to prospect for the business, all of them, I borrowed money from them. So when it was time for me to start prospecting, I actually did. I prospected. But listen, I was, even though I was prospecting, I was lacking that faith, that total faith to believe, because my condition was affecting my mind. It was affecting my mind. My situation, everything around me was affecting my mind. And it made me to start doubting myself. I was doubting myself. Each time I keep asking myself, sometimes as I do the business, my heart will skip. Why is my heart skipping? The people I borrowed money from, how the money was going to come, how I'm going to pay back. My mind keeps skipping. So everything mentally, I was not balanced. The confidence to prospect people was not there. The thing was affecting me. At a point, my upline and mentor, when we started training for presentation, he really wanted me to present. So he gave me, keep pressuring me, John, you have to present. John, you have to present. Actually, to speak the grammar, I can speak the grammar. Presentation, to say what is the slide, I can say what is the slide, but there was that doubt, that self-doubt was there. What was actually triggering my own self-doubt was the situation, the condition. One, I was quoting. Two, I have borrowed money. The whole mental picture is there. No way to pay back. My condition was affecting me mentally. So it was making me, I was losing that confidence in myself. So to believe in the business and believe in myself was war. I struggled with it for several months. So each time he asked me to present, I said, no, I can't present. I struggled with him. My first presentation was my birthday. Thank God for our super mentor, Ambassador Dr. Elijah Mba. He was in Enugu. He used to come to Enugu that time. So he came to Enugu, and I planned my birthday so that I can use my birthday to host a business lunch in the office. So I invited all my friends to come. And then, of course, our mentor was around that time, Dr. Mba. So one day, when we're going, I told him, sir, my birthday is coming up. I want to use it for business lunch. Please, sir, can you present? He said, John, your birthday is coming up. I said, yes, sir. I said, please. He was saying he wanted to go back. I pleaded with him. Can you stay back so you run the presentation? Guess what he said? He said, no way, that he has to go back. He needed to go back. But not just that he's going back, that nobody was going to present for me. He told me, say, you are going to be the one to present. Because in my mind, if he's not there, then Acted Moses will do the presentation. But he said, no way. That he told my boss, Acted Moses, in my presence, he told him, he said, make sure you don't present for John. He has to be the one to present. Do you know what? It was that day, my energy left me. I was like, how? Me present? I said, okay. I thought it was a joke. It was not a joke. That day came, and I was the one to present. My friends came. I presented the cake and everything. Now, John, go up and present. I went up to present. People of God, I don't know what I was saying. I faced the screen. I couldn't come back to look at the face of people. Immediately, I went outside there to present. Everything, I could see myself, my picture before me. I didn't know what to tell them. All of them, my friend, they know me, and I know them. They know the condition I was facing. Some of them know how they gave me money the other day, and all of that. All those things were messing up my mind. I was looking at the screen. I don't know what I was saying. What I said in that presentation, I don't know what I said. I finished. All of them, in fact, when I turned back, all of them, majority of them have left. I don't know when they left. I messed up so badly. You know, that mess up that even you know you messed up. I don't know what I said in that presentation. It was a big mess. Nobody filled interest form. It's interest form. How? There were about 2 persons that we held back. Those ones were not even invited. I don't know how they happened to come to that place. It was a total mess that day. And guess what? At the end of it, I didn't do. So subsequently, I couldn't do anything. It continued. I was doubting myself. I was doubting I was going to succeed. I couldn't believe in myself. And that thing kept messing up my mind. Until one day, of course, my boss keep pushing me, go and present. In fact, I used to do this. He's listening to this training. I used to do this. He told me to, what I used to do, any day he asked me to present, I would decide to dress casual so that he will not force me to present. I would decide to dress casual. But trust my boss, even when I dress casual and come with pants, he will still force me, go and present with it. I remember one day, I was wearing pants, I was not dressed, and he forced me to present. I came out to present. As I was standing, I saw my venerable entering the hall, my venerable in the church, entering the hall. That day, he was as let the ground open, let me enter. But guess what? I still presented, I kept messing up. So one of the days, we played video. And they asked me to go up and round up the video and do the close down. I messed up. Nobody signed up. You know what my boss did? He gathered all of us. After everybody had left, I don't think anybody filled even in transform. Gathered everybody. And then he asked, the question is true. He said, if you were the one that John presented this thing he did today, will you sign up? All of them said no, including my own downline. That day, including my own two downline. Because Oluchi was there, because Godwin was there. All of them denied. They said that they will not sign up. Including Oluchi, all of them said they will not sign up. They were pouring it on my face. My boss finished me that day. I went back home weeping and crying like a baby. I got home that evening and I picked my phone. I typed a message. I said to my boss, I said, boss, thank you for making me to feel bad today. Guess his response. He said, thank God I made you feel bad. I was waiting for him to apologize. Here. Guess what? That thing alone. That day, I couldn't sleep. That day, it was that night, I started looking for my real self. Listen to me, everybody. It was that night, I started looking for my real self. And I kept searching for my real self until I found my real self. It was dawned on me that day that this is not me. That night, it was dawned on me that this is not me. You know, some of you have been doing this business, but your real self is not doing the business yet. You know, even as you're listening to me, this is not you. You are building this business, but somehow you've left a part of you somewhere. Somehow you've left a part of you, and you're building with doubt, waiting to see the miracle that will happen. That miracle will not happen until you discover your real self, until you bring out your real self, until you reveal whom you are, and you begin to build this business with your real self, until you stop doubting yourself, until you stop see that is messing up your mind. It might be your past. It might be your past. Some of us have had terrible past that have made us to keep doubting ourselves. Some of us are coming from a background where nobody has believed you. You know it. Maybe you are somewhere. You have served somebody that has subjected you. Maybe you were a house girl. Maybe you were a house help. Maybe you lived with somebody who did not believe in you, and people messed up with your mind until today you don't believe in yourself. Maybe you had a background where nobody believed you. And that is why till today, even as you're doing this business, you're doubting if you can succeed. Every person is sharing testimony, sharing how they're making progress in the business. And probably you're telling yourself, can I ever share my own story? Can I ever share my own story? Can I ever be successful? You have that doubt in you. It was that night. I started searching for my real self. And guess what? I discovered my real self. I got angry with me. I got angry with the way I'm behaving. I got angry with the way I was doing my business. I got angry with the way I will be running my business. And I said, no, this is not you, John. And guess what? The presentation training was slated. And our boss announced it was that day. After asking that question, he scheduled a training, a presentation training for us. And that day, I was prepared. I think it was the following day, even. It came, everybody was there. He came out, addressed us, and he said, who is going to be the first to present? Presentation training. I rose my hand up. I was the first. He called me out. I took up the clicker and I presented with anger. I finished that presentation. As I was running that presentation, everybody was looking at me with that surprise. Is this John? And I was presenting with anger, with everything. No anger, no. All those things that were clouding my mind. I didn't know how it disappeared. Before I finished the presentation, I came down to close down. I entered the close down. As I was doing it, my boss stood up from where he was sitting and he opened his arm and came close and embraced me. And listen to me, everybody. That was how everything left me. Every doubt left me. From that day till today, I've not remained the same again. You see, self-doubt, some of us, you are not presenting. The reason you are not presenting is because you are doubting yourself. You are doubting whether you can be successful. You're doubting whether you can do it. You're doubting whether you can succeed in the business. You're doubting who you are. You don't believe in you. That is it. A lot of us have been like that. That is what is keeping us. Some of us, our future in the business is not becoming a reality because we doubt ourselves that we are building the business without any single faith. You do activity, you don't believe that activity you're doing can produce results. Anything you're doing in the business, you are doing it with this doubt. You don't believe that anything can work out. You don't believe you can be celebrated. Look at the various doubts that people have today. Number one, that's self-doubt. Self-doubt. Now look at what self-doubt can do. Look at it. This self-doubt. What if I don't succeed? Yes. Maybe you failed in the previous business you did, and today you have seen this particular one. You're doubting yourself. What if I don't succeed? These are some of the questions that people, when you see this question, if you not see this question, it means that you have that self-doubt. What if I don't succeed? I'm not good enough. I'm not educated. All of these things. What if I present and nobody sign up? What if I do this? What if I do this and nobody, you understand? Some of us, you are presenting. Immediately you see people. What if I finish presenting and nobody sign up? You see, you are waiting to be called up for them to introduce you. You see some kind of people walk into the hall. You say, hey, your heart is skipping. You say, these people, they are more educated than me. Some of us, why you keep calling your upline to be the one to present? You don't believe. You don't believe. They say, okay, you are going to a particular home lunch. Say, hey, you don't know people that are coming. If you see people that are coming that home lunch, you've not seen them, but you already, you don't believe that you can do it. Boss, you must be the one to come, Boss, you must be the one to present. Do you know the kind of people that will be there? Do you know the people that are coming to that place? Do you know the people that were inviting? Do you know this? Do you know that? You don't believe in yourself. You keep telling yourself you are not enough. You keep telling yourself that those people listening to you are they are more educated, they are far better than you. So you see yourself as someone who is not enough to address them, to talk to them. You're organizing a mega event and you're looking for who to present. Do you know the people that will be there? And that is how you keep remaining in one place. You keep remaining stagnant in a business. Because if you don't believe in yourself, I will show you some of the dangers. I don't have enough money to run the business. It also creates doubt in us. I don't have enough money to run the business. Not having enough money is part of the thing. You keep raising doubt within you. I remember those days. Some of the things that we used to say. They say, me and one of my downline that time. I say, you see, the reason that Architect Mo is doing this is because he used to run his architecture. We used to say it. You see, some of these people succeeded. Dr. Mba, he was a medical doctor before now. And because he was a medical doctor, he had the money, he was working, he had a job that time, he was working, and that is why he was able to build a business. These were some of my excuses. See, listen to me. I'm telling you, some of us, any event coming up, before they announce the event, you've already told yourself that you cannot participate in the event. Why? You don't have money to do activity, to prospect, to book, to make up. You already don't believe it is for you. You already don't believe that the mega event is for you. You're already doubting if anything can happen. You're already doubting no matter what they do in the office to move your business. You remain unmovable. You remain unshakable mountain because surrounding you are doubts. You don't even know. You don't even believe at all that you can move out of that level. You look at the people doing the business. Each time you hear people share their story, you share their testimony, you look for something to justify why they succeed. And you believe that your own case is worth, and that is why you are not doing well in the business. It's because I don't have money now. It's because I don't have money now. It's because I don't have money now. You see, the reason I'm seeing like this is because I don't have money now. And that is why people keep remaining where they are. You need to break out of that chain. It is a chain. And as long as you remain there, you can't do well. Some of us, now let me tell you what some people are doing. Some people at a point, you say, okay. The reason Dr. Mba succeeded was because when he was doing his booking call, he said, my name is Dr. Elijah Mba calling you. You know, it's okay. Let me add doctor to my own name. So if I add doctor to my own name, when I book people, they'll listen to me. Because you doubt yourself. Because Dr. Mba, Dr. Victor, imagine, that is why they succeeded. Some of us have added extra names to our name. Everything. He You are not an ambassador, you're not a global ambassador. You have added ambassador to your name. You don't want to be your real self. Doubt is making you to fake a lot of things about you. Doubt is making you to fake a lot of things about you. I'll tell you something this morning. You see, that is it. You don't add some things to your name. You don't believe in yourself. You don't believe in yourself enough. So if you tell yourself who you are, you cannot get the result. You think that the reason that the people are getting results is because you don't believe in you. That is why you are where you are. You can't go far with it. You can't go far with it. You must come out of that cage. You must come out and be yourself so that you can produce the result that is needed. When did you become a global ambassador? When did you become a doctor? You say, okay, it's because they say fake it till you make it. So you are faking, you're even faking your name, faking everything about you. That was how somebody that I know decided to fake everything until he decided to fake alert. The guy decided to put an alert. One day, I just entered the hall to look at his presentation. He's a bit close to me, not in my team anyway. That was when all of us were still at C2C Plaza. The guy put a fake alert in his presentation. That day I sat down. I was looking at his presentation. He presented, click the alert. They just moved me from my seat. I asked myself, when did this guy start making this kind of money? I said, wait. I called him after the presentation. And I called his name. I don't want to mention his name. I called his name. When did you start making this kind of money? He said, hey, boss, don't mind me. I had to put it, so that I said, what? You are doing this? I said, no. I said, no. You don't have to do it. You have to build. See, you are building your business in a fake foundation. You can't go far. As you speak, the guy is no longer in the business. The guy is no longer in the business. Because he was not building the foundation of his business was not correct. Anybody that is doing well in the business, check their foundation. Check their foundation. See, listen to me. I know that doubts can make people to begin to do some of these things. If you are doing it, repent. Repent this morning. Repent and build your business in the correct foundation. I started building my business. I didn't have the alert. Let me tell you what to do. If you don't have the proof, yes, all of us started without the proof. But there is something that we did. Right on the shoulder of those who are succeeding. If you don't have the alert, share the story and alert of the people that you know. Right on the shoulder of your upline. Right on the shoulder of the person who is mentoring you. Right on the shoulder of our top leaders. Share their story and believe in the future that you have. And build on that, you become successful. Now, 2019, I cannot forget. All of us went for retreat. I keep mentioning 2019 because it was part of what that helped me. That 2019, guess what we did? We decided all the presentations were running before then. Ron Case Story was there. Didi Wala was there. The other person was there. All of them that were succeeding. Guess what we did? We went there. You know what I did? We decided to take pictures with all of them. And when we came back, what I did, in my slide, as I shared their story, I put my picture with their picture, tagging along. As I share their story, their success story, I'll say, see me there, see me with Didiwala, see me with Ronke, see me with this person. That was the presentation we're running. Not faking their lot, not faking who we are not. And some of you, when you fake those things, people sign up. They now sign up and they discover that the person that they believe in, that what they're saying is not truth. You that was sharing and faking your lot, yeah, you are now broke and you are now begging your downline money. Your downline is not seeing that hey, it is not true. This man is not making money. Hey, the person will quit. Be real. Be real. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Listen to me. Ride on the shoulder of those who are ahead of you. And have a belief and a future that you are going to be there one day. Are we together? And when you do it, you build a successful business. Those who join the business early have made their whole money. That is another story that some of us, that's another case. Some of us are doubting that we cannot succeed because that the people ahead of us have made the whole money. Some of you who are quitting, that is why you're quitting. Some people now, they attended this meeting. They are waiting for the meeting to finish so that they can quit. Now listen to me. Do you know why some people are preparing to quit? Because somebody told them that those people who are ahead have made the whole money. Some even believe that they are working for the people that are at the top. Are you with me now? They believe that the whole money has been made. Some of you, you believe that in your location, whether Abuja, Lagos, so you believe in Enugu, that the whole people in Enugu have known the business, the whole people in Abuja have known the business, the people ahead have made the whole money. So what is remaining for us now? What is remaining? So they have made the whole money. We that are coming now, we are just trying to. It's a lie. So you believe that. And that is why you're doubting that you can ever come to the top. There are people who are making their way to the top. What they did, they believe in themselves. They believe that they can. They believe they can still build. Doubt about the profession, about our profession. Some persons have doubt about this profession because they failed. I was somewhere yesterday to settle a matter. And guess what? Now, the people believe that, okay, now that their family have failed before. And because of that, they don't believe in business again like this. Are you with me now? They don't believe that they can succeed. Some people are like that. They're just trying to mark the time, watching us. Some people are even waiting for the day that will tell them that the business is no longer working. I have tried network marketing before and it didn't work. So because you tried network marketing before and it didn't work, so you don't believe this one can work. Some sign up, they just sign up to watch. They didn't sign up to succeed. They sign up to watch whether this one will. They just sign up to watch. So they have this doubt that they can never succeed. They just sign up to watch. And that is the problem. So they've not come out to build it. Deep down within them, they are waiting for the day that the business, that they'll hear the story, that the business has folded. And that is what they are waiting for. Some doubt about our company. They don't believe enough in this company. They don't believe enough in this company. So they are waiting for it to crash. That is it. They are waiting for the day that the company will crash. They say, is it not? They begin to mention the other one have crashed. The other one have crashed. The other one have crashed. So they are waiting. They are waiting for the day that this one will also crash. And that is why they are not doing well in the business. They have all of these doubts and limitations, and it keeps keeping them in one place. So you need to come out, really. You need to come out and build your business with enough confidence and believe in you, believing in who you are and believing in the business. What if the company stop paying? You see, any day that network is stopped, hey, some people will be shouting. You see, the old login detail, the old login site, the old website that they used to use for ED 2.0, some people, because it stopped opening. How many of you got a call that ED 2.0 as the site stopped working? How many of you got a call? If you got a call and some disturbance from your team members, type me. If people came with that trembling to you, type me. If people came with, hey, the thing is not opening again. You see, a lot of people have fears. Hey, I talk them. This thing not they open again. Hey, I said it. I said it. I said it. Oh, the thing not they open again. The thing not they open again. You know, because of that limiting belief, that doubt is in them. So they're just looking for one particular thing that they can capitalize on to say, I said it. Next, you see, let me quickly mention some dangers as I round up this training. Dangers of self-doubt. One of the dangers of self-doubt is that it kills your dream. Self-doubt kills your dream. Self-doubt kills your dream. You know, when you're doubting yourself, when you're doubting what you can achieve, you can't get to your dream. Self-doubt, it kills your dream. Doubt is a dream killer. Most people are so filled with doubt that they are unable to believe in themselves enough to become obsessed with their own success. See, you can't get, there's an amount of obsession you need to have to make your dream come true. But if you have self-doubt, you can't get to that level of obsession. Some of us are not obsessed with our business. Some of us are not obsessed with success. Some of us are not obsessed with success because our self-doubt, and that is why self-doubt, because of our self-doubt, and we are not doing what we ought to do. When you don't believe enough in yourself, you don't do what you ought to do. You can't get obsessed with success to an extent. You keep doubting yourself, and it will keep you in one place. You see, Grant Cardone made a statement. Grant Cardone said that doubt is the most dangerous and insidious form of terrorism in this planet. You see, you know what that means? You can destroy everything that has with your dream if you have self-doubt. See, you can't even get to where God wants you to get in this life if you have self-doubt. Yes, if you have self-doubt, you cannot. There might be, see, listen, even if God have the most wonderful future, if God has planned for you the most wonderful future in this profession, you can't get there as long as you have that doubt. Doubt will keep you in one place. Doubt will keep you stagnant. Pay attention. Doubt, now listen, look at this. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Somebody can be failing, but as long as that person don't doubt himself or herself, the person will still achieve success. See, listen to me. We know the story of electric bulb. We know. And the person who invented the electric bulb, you know, he failed several times. And people wanted him to believe that he's a failure. When finally he succeeded, and they were interviewing him, and they said, but you failed so and so time. He said no, that he did not fail. He just found the number of times that the electric bulb cannot work. Do you know why? Even though he failed, he never doubted himself. He never doubted himself. That is why children are the most rugged being we have in this life. They try to walk, they will fall, they fall. They try to walk, they fall. But guess what? Even though they are failing, they keep trying until they finally succeeded. They can fall, but they never doubted themselves. Yes, listen to me. If in this business, the only thing that is doing you is that you are failing, I don't have any problem with you. As long as you don't doubt yourself, succeeding in this business, you will finally succeed. Yes, you will succeed. You will succeed as long as you don't doubt yourself, as long as you don't doubt your success, as long as you don't doubt what you can achieve, as long as you don't doubt the empire you're going to build, as long as you don't doubt yourself, you will become super successful. It doesn't matter how long. It doesn't matter how long. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what is happening around you. The only problem is when you doubt yourself. Listen, today, listen, get rid of your doubt and build your business. Get rid of your doubt. I don't care how long you've been trying to build your business. Discover yourself today. My goal through this training is that some persons listening to me can discover themselves. You can be that Elijah, you can be that person, you can be Acted Moses. No matter the result that our mentors and our leaders have created, you can build the same result. You can get to that height. You can be a 7-figure income earner. You can be an 8-figure income earner. Don't doubt yourself. See, keep building. Keep building. Keep building. Well, listen to me. If you doubt yourself, you can't get anywhere. Note, our mind is a battlefield. Listen to me. Our mind is a battlefield. It is where we win or lose, where we become victors or victims. I was a victim of mind for several months in my business, getting to 1 year. I was a victim of what I was thinking. I was a victim of my background. I was a victim of the situations around me. I was a victim of what was happening around me. The thing was messing with my mind. Some of you might be like that. You have family situation, you have family setback, you have a lot of things that is, and the thing is messing with your mind. You need to start believing in yourself. You need to come out of that cage. You need to come out of that doubt. And you see some things happening around you. You see, let me tell you, the deliverance that so many persons are going for today, thinking that there are spiritual implications to their life. There is no any spiritual anything. It is their mind that is dealing with them. I'm not saying that there are no spiritual forces. I know there are spiritual forces. But listen to me. Even spiritual forces become invalid once your mind is strong enough. Once you believe so much Because even Jesus said, if you have faith as mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move from here, and it will go. Meaning, you can do all this as long as you believe you can. As long as you believe you can. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter whether people don't believe in you. Believe in yourself today and build a super business. Now, take note. You can say this to yourself. I reject the voice of doubt and discouragement. You can say that to yourself. You can say that to yourself. I reject the voice of doubt and discouragement. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter how much you're making now. Listen to me. Believe you can go far. Believe. Reject every voice of doubt. Reject every voice of discouragement. Reject it. Reject it and start believing. Reject every doubt that is in you. We are moving on. My time is fast spent. Next, another danger of self-doubt is, of course, self-doubt limits you. Self-doubt. Now, I need you to take a look at this picture. Look at this picture. What you see here is what self-doubt can do to people. You see this picture? See the way it is. Self-doubt can cage you and put you somewhere. See, self-doubt is more dangerous than any spiritual power you can think of. In that case, nobody can deliver you except you. A man of God can lay hand on you. Your spiritual mentor can lay hand on you. But listen to me. Until you start working on yourself and start believing in yourself, you'll be looking like this. You'll be looking like this. You see where self-doubt kept that person. What you're seeing in this picture, what is holding this person is nothing but self-doubt. You can see it there. That is where he's chained to. A lot of people are chained to self-doubt today. They are chained to their self-doubt. And you need to break loose of everything that is keeping you in one spot. You need to break loose and come out of it. Self-doubt limits you. Self-doubt limits you. Next, these are the dangers of self-doubt. Next, self-doubt destroys your creativity. Self-doubt destroys your creativity. Now, pay attention, everybody. It takes creativity to build constant code generation, constant code production in your team and in your business. You know, our business is a business where we produce code on a daily, right? You want to find out how you can be able to build a constant code production in your team, in your business, right? What you need to do that is creativity. Our business is a business that gives us that capacity to think and become creative. I was talking with my mentor, my leader, my boss. That was last month. I was telling him something and he said, he made a statement. He said, John, this is a time to get creative. He said, get creative. I remember that statement. He said, this is a time for you to get creative. When you see your business going down, time to time our business can go down. Time to time you can see some little setback in your business. That particular time is a time you need to get creative. But I want to tell you something. Anybody and anybody struggling with self-doubt cannot be creative. Self-doubt will make you not to be creative. Self-doubt will keep you in one place. Once you're doubting what you can do and who you can become, you cannot become creative. See, you need to break loose of it. For you to become creative in your business to start moving, you need to come out of it. It takes creativity to build constant office activities. In your office is becoming scanty. Your presentation is like create 2 or 3 are gathered every day. It is a time for you to get creative. But you cannot become creative if you have that self-doubt messing your mind up. Now listen, the worst enemy to creativity is self-doubt. The worst enemy to creativity is self-doubt. Every office needs creativity to keep functioning. Every office needs creativity to be constant in activities. And it takes that creativity to keep it constant. But when there is self-doubt, you can't become creative. When there is self-doubt, it will destroy that creativity. Because when you start believing, those initiatives will start coming. Imagine when the person that produced that electric bulb imagine he was doubting himself. He can't make any move. You're in an office today where the office is dry. You need to work on yourself. Check your belief. Check the level of your belief. Check. Maybe self-doubt is dealing with you. Maybe self-doubt is dealing with you. Are you a leader? You don't know how to break loose again. Maybe self-doubt is getting hold of you. Next, let me round up. Okay, self-doubt leads to poor productivity. Self-doubt leads to poor productivity. When you don't believe in yourself enough, your productivity and performance will be low. When you don't believe in yourself enough, your productivity and performance will go low. When your performance is low, your result will be low. Your income will be low. Are you with me now? When your performance is low, your result will be low. And when your result is low, your income will be low. Everything will start going low. It is self-doubt that leads to that. Some people will be doing well. There are some persons that can come into the business. They start performing at the early stage. All of a sudden, they feel some downtime. If you don't work on yourself, that downtime can begin to lead to self-doubt and can make you to leave the business. I'm going to round up with something very critical that I will say before I close this meeting. Next, and that should be my last point today. Self-doubt leads to quitting. Self-doubt leads to quitting. Self-doubt leads to quitting. The reason you see people quit this business is because of self-doubt. They are doubting whether they can succeed. Lack of believing in oneself leads to quitting in the business. Lack of believing in oneself leads to quitting. If you don't believe in yourself, you will quit this business. You cannot build this business and last when self-doubt is dealing with you. You can't build this business and last. See, there's a level of belief. You must come to for you to be able to build this business and last in the business. Take this before I go to the last slide. I'll take this quickly. I'm going to the last slide at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, if you miss anything, go to YouTube and get it. How do you destroy doubt? How do you destroy doubt? Starve your doubts. The number one thing is to start starving your doubt. How do you begin to destroy those doubts? See, doubt creep in. It's like a thought. It will just come, bam. Something can initiate it. You start thinking about it. You start thinking about it. You start thinking about it. And before you know, the thing has taken over you. Self-doubt, you see, external forces can trigger it. Somebody talk to you. Somebody tell you, hey, don't mind them. Is it not this business? Nobody is succeeding there. I did it before. Once you hear it, and then you don't deal with it immediately. You start working on it. You start thinking about it. It can lead to self-doubt. You can start saying, okay, no wonder. That is why I did this one, it did not work. That's why I made my list, nobody signed up. You start taking that thought, you start meditating on it. It will lead you to a point where you will not be able to build anything in this business. How do you stop your doubt? Expose yourself to people who can encourage you. Start doing personal development. Take personal development seriously. And start working on it. Look for materials that can encourage you. Yes, listen to me. The moment of doubt is not a moment to go in isolation. The moment of doubt is not a moment to go in isolation. The moment of doubt is a moment you need to expose yourself to people that can help you. Yes, that is it. When you expose your doubt, you are starving it. When you hide and preserve your doubt, it will kill you more. When you expose those things that is making you to doubt yourself, right? It will die. But when you preserve it and keep it safe, nobody is hearing about it. It will begin to deal with you. You see, some of you, when you start doubting yourself, you don't tell your upline, you don't tell your leaders, you don't tell your mentor. You are keeping it, you're preserving it. It is in that moment of isolation that you will die. So starve your doubt. When something is telling you you're not doing it well, go to people, ask them, this thing I did I do it well? Now, let me tell you, take massive action. Take massive action. Matt Murray said that massive action equal to massive result. Massive action equal to massive result. When you begin to take massive action, that is when you begin to see yourself. See, that moment of doubt is not a time for you to begin to, it's not a moment for you to begin to stop activities. And then you start to tell yourself, after all, I booked in the last mega event. I did not get the result. I booked last weekend. I did not get a result. You know, there are some moments you can do. You know, sometimes you did massive activities. And then hoping to get the result. And when you don't see the result, you will go on public holiday. You will declare 1 week rest. Why are you resting? Because the activity you did last week did not produce results. That is the time you will die. The best method of winning a battle is by confrontation. It is not by going back. The best way to fight is not defensive, it's offensive. Go all out. Go all out. Don't go back and hide. Then the last way to destroy the third one, to be as a roundup, is feed the beast. Feed the beast. See, when you do something and did not get result, continue enlarging your appetite. Continue feeding your appetite for success. Continue feeding yourself with your by reminding yourself your dream, reminding yourself what you're looking for, reminding yourself your goal in the business, reminding yourself what that brought you into the business. Continue to remind yourself. Feed the beast, feed the beast, feed the beast. And as you feed the beast, you will see yourself generate massive results. Destroy anything that has to do with can't. Tear it away. Tear anything that has to do with can't away. Take it away. Stop saying I can't. Start saying I can. Your mentor, your leader give you assignment to do. Do it. Accept it. Don't say I can't present. Say I can present. Don't say I can't prospect. Say I can prospect. Don't say I can't talk to this person. Say I can talk to that person. Stop saying I can't take this action. Say I can. Every assignment given to you, stop saying I can't. Your leaders, your mentors are trying to expose you to some tasks, even though that seem as if they're bigger than you. Listen to me. There is no assignment that is bigger than you. Start believing you can do it. When anybody, any of your mentors give you anything, responsibility, take it up. Take it up and do it. Take it up and do it. Stop saying I can't. Say I can. From today, destroy everything that has to do with can't in your life. Destroy it. It is time to go massive. It is time to begin to walk. It is time to begin to take action. It is time to begin to do those things you don't believe before. Say, I can. Stop saying I can't. Point to note as you go back home. Doubt damage people. Doubt damage organization. Doubt damage marriage. Doubt damage dream. Don't focus on your problem. Focus on solutions. Don't focus on what is happening to you now negatively. Focus on the future you believe that this business can give to you. Whatever we think and believe feels real to us, even if it is not true at all. So when you believe in negativity, it becomes real. When you believe you cannot do anything, it becomes real. When you believe you cannot succeed, it becomes real. When you believe you cannot be a top earner, it becomes real. But when you believe you can be a top earner, it also becomes real. Whatever you feed, grow. Whatever you feed in your mind, grow. If you feed negativity to your mind, negativity will grow. If you feed positive thoughts to your mind, it grows. Whatever thing you feed your mind becomes a reality and it grows. So, to destroy doubt, take massive actions. Believe in yourself. Doubt can only be removed by action. Doubt can only be removed by massive action. And as we round up, please, and if every one of us take note of people around you, there are some growing team members around you, and mind what you say to them. Sometimes negative words coming from upline can influence the downline. Some people are coming from a background where nobody believes in them. So when people like that come close to you, don't say negative things to them. Don't tell them, you are not doing this. No, stop doubting your team members. Believe in them. Say to your team members, I believe in you. Say to that person that is not a top earner today, you can grow. Say positive things to people around you. Believe in them. Help them remove those doubts. Help them deal with their doubt. Help your team members deal with their doubt. Help your team members, deal with the things that is in them. Don't say, I've been trying to work with you. I've been trying to work with you. You are not growing. You are not doing this. Because of that, I stopped working with you. No. Believe in your teammates. Believe in your people. Believe in them. Even God in heaven is patient with us. God in heaven is believing in us. If God is believing in us, despite who we are, then how much more some of us? You see, some people have killed their team members by not believing in them. Note of that. Don't doubt anybody. I believe that anybody can be a super earner. I believe anybody can be a super leader. Let's go home with this. And God bless you. Sorry for taking your time today, but I believe I was just trying to pass a message. God bless you. God bless C21FG. God bless 381. God bless Star Nation. God bless our leaders. Thank you very much for having me this morning. I apologize for taking your time. I was just trying to pour out my heart as it is. Thank you very much, and God bless you. If you did not get, if you miss any slide, please go to the YouTube. You can get it from the YouTube. Thank you very much, and thank you for having me this morning. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, sir, for that phenomenal training. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. Today we have, oh my goodness, I don't even know what to say. The training is wholesome enough. There's no need to say anything else, right? This is a training that we need to go over again and again, right? To get rid of that doubt, to get rid of that uncertainty in our minds. All it takes is what? Believe. Just believe. Right? Just believe you can do it, and you would absolutely, all of us would absolutely attain success in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, so we're just going to be taking an announcement. We're going to be taking an announcement. Thank you so much, sir. God bless you, Ambassador Dr. John. God bless you. That was such a wholesome training. God bless you and continue to uplift you and your team. Amen. So we're going to be taking our announcements before we call up our super mastermind. Okay, so we all are very aware. We are all very aware that this month we are on a challenge. Are some of us even aware that we're on a challenge this month? Right? We are on an event challenge. Last month, we were on a home launch challenge. And it's beautiful that our leaders in their capacity of knowledge find ways to make sure that our business grows and continues to increase. Now, in respect to that, let's take note of the event coming up in Port Harcourt, right? Tickets are still available and we need to pack out this event. People are going through a lot, right? And we have a gold mine. It is our duty and our responsibility to show this opportunity to every single human, every single person. So let's remember that this event is coming up in Port Harcourt, and we need to take notes and invite as many as possible. Let's utilize this event. You know people in Port Harcourt, you have friends in Port Harcourt, you have family members in Port Harcourt, you have schoolmates in Port Harcourt. Reach out to these persons, invite them. You never know what these persons are going through. You never know who has prayed to God that morning for an opportunity, okay? Now, we all recall that a circular has been going around within our groups, right? A circular has been going around within our groups. Okay, I would quickly share that again. A circular has been going around within our groups okay, so the date for the event is the 25th of August. The date for the event is the 25th of August, but we all have respective events going on in our various states, right? Every weekend, I believe in so many various locations, there has been so many different events going on. Find out about these events from your leaders and make sure to book for them, okay? Find out about these events from your leaders and make sure to book for all of them. Events are going on in Abuja, Lagos, Port Harcourt, various locations. Find out these locations and make sure that you're booking towards them. Beautiful. So we've taken note of the date. It is the 25th of August. Get your tickets and book ahead for the event. Now, we all have seen a circular that has been going around, I believe, in respect to a new system of mentorship within our organization, which is the physical cell meeting. I believe a lot of us have seen this circular or this information, right? And then the purpose of this and the reason for this will be communicated to us by our leaders very soon. But let's take note that this is going to commence from the 30th of September. Okay? This online cell meetings, online millionaire school is going to cease from the 30th of September rather. Okay, I'm informing you now, right, Mr. Joseph? So online cell meetings and millionaire school will cease from the 30th of September. Don't worry, it will be posted on all our platforms, okay? It's going to cease from the 30th of September, meaning that from the 1st of October, Independence Day, we're going to be gaining independence from online meetings, right? That is such an amazing news. So a lot of our cell meetings and trainings, that's Millionaire School, will now be physically in the office. One of the beautiful things about this is that this is the way a lot of our top leaders were groomed. This is what made them as successful as they are. This is not the time for us to begin to, speak of the numerous reasons why it will not be possible, it will not work. No, if it worked for them years ago, it would certainly, most definitely work for us this time, okay? All we have to do is to find ways and align ourselves with the mentorship. Right now, another amazing information is that our book of the month has been released, and there's something so beautiful happening, and that is the rebirth, right? So our leaders are bringing out ways and systems to make sure that we are reborn in the amazingness of this opportunity that we're a part of. Okay, now the book of the month is Own Your Life by Don Fiala. I hope I pronounced that correctly. By Don Fiala, right? It is the book of the month. It is tagged on. So hello? Okay, I thought I heard. Okay. So the book of the month is Own Your Life by Don Fiala. Please reach out to your leaders, find a way to get the book. Make sure you have that book, right? We're all expected to start going through those books from October. Okay. Find a way to start going through those books start reading them on your own, because we'll start going through them in our individual platforms, right? And Tuesday, tomorrow, Millionaire School is recognition. Tuesday, tomorrow, Millionaire School is recognition. I hope we're all excited. We're all excited, to see the numerous Don Fiala. Okay, thank you, sir. Don Fiala. Thank you, sir, for that correction. So let's all take notes. Tomorrow, Tuesday, Millionaire School is for recognition. And Millionaire School time is 8 p.m. Get all your teammates in the meeting. See, there's something beautiful about recognitions, right? People it clears doubts. Beautiful. Like Ambassador John has told us about today, right? Recognitions will clear doubts, right? So make sure all of your teammates are in Millionaire School. Okay, make sure all your teammates are in Millionaire School. All those questions that we have in respect to these announcements, do not worry. We're in the best organization, right? There's always a way out. Okay, the best thing is obey. Let's align first. Now, I have the rare privilege of bringing up the Odogo of Star Nation, right? Our mastermind, Ambassador Dr. Elijah Mba. Well, it's always a privilege every time we have the opportunity to have him speak to us in the morning. So please, with an emoji ovation. I don't even know the words to use. I never know how to hype up this man, because there's no hype that is ever enough for the amazingness of the human that he is. So with the emoji ovations, the best of emojis and fireworks and claps and dance and whatever that we can, right? I have the humble honor to welcome our very own mastermind, Ambassador Dr. Elijah Mba, right? So I believe you're here with us. He's just going to, share one or two with us, right? So please, let's keep welcoming.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. We are being reborn. So I'm connecting straight from the office, because the rebate is you know, yeah. Am I okay? I'm doing okay. Good. Okay, because this is rebate season. So if you're not being reborn, today I came to the office and I wanted to give ₦1 million to the early bird in Sharon Plaza, Abuja. Early bird, ₦1 million, and I decided that if the person is here by 7 a.m., the person gets ₦1 million. Every 5 minutes after then, 100K will be deducted. 100K will be deducted. So once it is past 7:50 a.m., there'll be no money. And I was hoping and praying that somebody will win the money. I opened my window. I was looking outside. Looking outside. Who will win this money? Who is the early bird? And nobody won it. And I understand why I understand, it's becoming clearer why we need to be reborn. And I was asking somebody, and I'm even referring to some persons that are doing full-time, full-time. Some persons that are doing full-time. And I'm like, which place will you be working? Even by 8, nobody. There was nobody, even by 8. I think the earliest person came around 8:17, maybe 8:20 something, And I asked myself, is it possible? If I announce it, then that will not be fair. It will be eye service. If I announced it before, it will be eye service. The goal is to reward people that have it as their discipline to be punctual. If I announce it the day before,
Okay, let's just all hold on. I believe Dr. Mba has a bit of network challenge. Let's just hold on. He's going to be up as soon as possible. Okay, let's just hold on. He's going to be up as soon as possible. Nonetheless, before he comes back up, discipline and regimentation. What's a heartbreaking news to receive, right? Well, I believe this will help a lot of us understand punctuality. I believe this will help a lot of us understand punctuality, right? That's sad. Hey, Dr. Mba, can't it be, sent to some other locations, sir? Well, regardless, okay, remove. Well, please, let's try to be early. Let's try to be punctual as we are crying, as a lot of persons have lost ₦1 million. Let's also not, miss out on it in any other eventuality that this comes up. And, like they say, opportunities don't announce to you before they come. You see, that's why it is better to be prepared before an opportunity arises. Sir, I don't even know. We can try again, sir. So you can try again, right? But he's gone, right? While we wait for Dr. Mba to come right up, please, in alignment with the new system of cell meeting, as we are crying because 1 million is gone, let's also make sure that we use this energy to be present for the physical cell meetings, right? And make sure that we align with the system and structure our businesses in the right way. Punctuality is a soul of business. What a beautiful statement, David. Yes, punctuality is the soul of business. So, well, we shall be fine, Dr. Mba. We shall be fine.
Okay,
right?
I believe my other network had an issue. Can you hear me?
Clear. Loud and clear, sir.
Okay, good. My other network had an issue, so I had to quickly switch. to the other network. So where did you stop hearing me?
The 1 million, sir.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so I was actually pained. I was very pained, very pained, very pained. Because I wanted to use it to motivate people to start coming early. I wished somebody won it. And let it just be that what the person did was that the person has been consistently coming early to work. Then today the person went home with that money. It would have made so much sense. I wish somebody won it. I was here around 6:50. I wanted to give it to the very first person. And why is that?
Network is trying to do a few things this morning, but we refuse, right? So let's just hold on. Let's just kindly be patient and hold on. I believe Dr. Mba is finding ways to resolve his network challenge. Network has been quite funny these days in our country, Nigeria, but we would always find ways to go above and beyond and achieve whatever we want to. Okay, we're definitely unstoppable. Exactly. Even the network self is angry about this 1 million too. Right? Very angry about the 1 million as well. So for a lot of us, this is even an amazing way for most of us to find out where the offices within our locations are. There are some of our teammates who have never been to any of our offices, right? And this is a very good system to help a lot of them get familiarized with the office, build a relationship with the rest of the team. Some people think that the business, it does not go beyond their, individual cell and their leader, right? Now, this will help them understand that the business is beyond what they even know it to be. Imagine everybody running the business being in one of our offices at a particular location, right? The type of believe it will help a lot of persons build. And there's nothing as beautiful as growing together as a team. You know that you're sharing ideas, you're learning together, you're building discipline. You're one of the amazing things I have learned or received, especially from this organization, is waking up early. Right? Prior to this organization, I was never an early riser. And this is in an even better way to help us, build all these disciplines and regimentations. Now, in respect to the events coming up as well, let's make sure that we are all booking towards those events. Dr. Mba is still not up yet. Okay, not a challenge. We will carry on and wait for him. Right? Let's make sure that we're booking towards these events and utilizing and maximizing these events happening across the various locations. Find out the dates and time for the events in your location. Now, somebody is asking for the Port Harcourt ticket. Okay, so the Port Harcourt ticket, early bird is 5,000, I believe, and late bird is 10,000 naira. So make sure that you get these tickets in the hands of people. Okay? Yes, and it's only available from 1st to 14th. And we have just 2 more days. I just took note of that. So the ticket is still available for 2 more days, right? So Dr. Mba, in his wisdom, has taught us how to maximize events like this. He would always advise that you get the tickets in advance, get the tickets, put them in front of you, and be staring at them. Once you have gotten the tickets with your money, right, you will find ways to get these tickets in the hands of prospects. Okay, so we can make sure to utilize today and the very next day to get as many tickets as possible. Get as many tickets as possible. Our business is a numbers game. So get as many as possible. Get as many as possible in the meeting, okay? No, I'm not from Afikpo. Get as many as possible in the meeting, okay? So let's make sure that we're all utilizing all these events. inclusive of taking starting our book of the month. Make sure you're reading that book. That book is mind-blowing. I'm not surprised why it was recommended by our top leaders. That book properly explains what network marketing is, right? And the difference between, you know, network. I always used to think network marketing has a relationship with direct sales. Now that book broke it down. There is proper breakdown as to what network marketing is and how to even begin your network marketing business. And as I was reading the book, I understood how much our business, our organization has structured the system around knowledge, proper knowledge of what network marketing is. And it's so amazing for our top leaders to recommend this book for us as the book of the month. Well, Dr. Mba is still not up yet. I don't know. I don't know if my leader is here. I cannot see her in the meeting. Okay, so I guess the network has kicked her out as well. Okay, well, I do not know if Architect Moses is in the meeting. Sir, please, are you here? I'm so Moses, please, sir, are you here? Sir, if you're here, please, can you kindly come up and carry on, as Dr. Mba seems to not be available yet, and I do not know if I should bring the meeting to a close. Okay, he's here. Okay, sir. Sir, so I do not know, should we bring the meeting to a close, or we should, you know, hold on for Dr. Mba to come up? Sir, you've been asked to unmute. Or is Ambassador John still here with us? Okay, Ambassador John is still here with us. Sir, so do we bring the meeting to a close or wait for Dr. Mba to come up, sir? Sir, you're still co-host, so I believe you can still unmute and speak, sir.
I think we just wait a little. Let's get directives from him. Let's get directives from the. Just a minute. I'll be back. I'll tell us what to do.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, while we're waiting for Dr. Mba, I think we should take a few shares from what we got from cell meeting, from the Super Monday cell meeting today. Okay, so we should take a few shares, right? So anyone who would love to share, please raise your hands, and you remember in the right manner unmute your video. Yes. So once I see your video, oh, Dr. Mba is back. Amazing. Just in the nick of time. Okay, so I can see a few persons have their hands raised. Well, Dr. Mba is back now. Okay, I believe he's trying to connect to his audio. So, okay, so let's just take one before Dr. Mba comes up. So, Ezulu Chinwe, the champion. You've been asked to unmute, so just briefly.
Okay, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Morning.
I just want to say that this is a very interesting topic. That doubt is a limiting factor. Self-doubt. When you don't see yourself that there's something that God has deposited in you, it's a big failure. It's worse than failure anyway. So that doubt is worse than failure. And that the moment we realize that there is something in us that we can give, it will help to build our outlook, our posture, and our presentation of whatever we are doing in this business. There is need for us to believe in ourselves. When you believe in yourself, God said, love yourself, love your neighbor as yourself, which means you have to love yourself. You have to see something in you that is lovely. And then that something in me that is lovely, when I give it out, it will help to enhance others. So we should believe in ourselves. That's the major thing I realized from this presentation, and I'm so happy about it. God bless you.
God bless you,
Okay.
Wilma. All thanks to Sir John. Thank you so much, Sir, for that mind-blowing training. Okay, so the next person I'll be unmuting. If you want me to unmute you, please, you have to unmute your camera. Okay, so or open your camera rather. So the next person I'll be unmuting would be Kelly Maxus. So kindly proceed. No, Kelly Maxus, your video is not on, so I will not unmute you. So to Tujuka Oluwaseun, you've been asked to unmute, so you can proceed.
Good morning, everyone. So
Good morning.
one of the results from today's training is that self-doubt is a killer. Apart from doing a business, even in our daily life, maybe in our marriage, maybe in our family, if we are adopting our family members, it's
Okay.
so. All right. Thank you for the opportunity to share.
Okay.
Hello?
Okay, what's happening? What's happening here?
So we're just taking a few shares while waiting for you.
Okay, thank you. I have to go close to my window and we'll be fine.
That's fine, sir. Thanks, sir.
Okay. Okay, so let me just make this very quick. Let me make this very quick. Network have been trying to mess me up. I connected one of my device on empty and the other one on Glow. And but it's all right. So somebody said you should have announced it the day before. You don't announce things the day before. If you announce it the day before, you don't give it to the deserving people. You know, it destroys the goal. Okay, that's one. Secondly, about meetings going offline. You know, if we're doing offline, we'll not be having network issue the way we're having network issue. You know, that's one. Secondly, it is more impactful face to face. Now, what of people that are part-timers and people that are working? What people that are part-timers and people that are far from the office? Plans are already in place to make sure that everybody that wants to be part of cell meeting will be part of cell meeting. You know, you can attend in the office. We're also going to have satellite locations for cell meetings, you know, like the way they do it in churches, care group, cell group, discipleship care group, and all that. That's the whole concept of cell meeting. I'm going to do a training on cell meeting on the next week Tuesday. Next week Tuesday, I'll do a training on cell meeting and give us the breakdown how we are going to work with it. Okay. Out of mothers with babies, do they go to work? If they go to work, then they can attend cell meeting. You know, anybody that can go to work, they can attend cell meeting. You know, anybody that can go to work can attend cell meeting. So it will be flexible. You have time to attend, but it has to be such a way that everybody can attend. Everybody that wants to attend can attend. Okay, good. Everybody that wants to attend can attend. Okay, so that's how it is going to be. It's going to be flexible. And there's going to be cell meeting closer to your location. So we're going to get all those details. Nobody should worry about that. And there's going to be more impactful. When we do cell meetings right now, very few persons are actively involved. Okay, very few persons are actively involved. Only physical meetings without online meetings. No, it will not affect the meeting. It will not affect the business. Don't worry. And those outside Nigeria will also attend outside Nigeria. Just don't worry. It cannot affect it. As a matter of fact, online cell meeting has been affecting our business and we don't even know. When we move offline, you will understand. Imagine somebody like John Ugu. He shared his story today. Just imagine. Imagine John Ugu was being mentored online by Moses. He will never imagine, never. The push to come around this presentation, the push to do this, the push to do that, it will not work. Because when you are assessing somebody offline, you are seeing the person, you are seeing the person's body language, you are seeing the posture, you are looking at the eyes, you are looking at the smile, you are seeing how the person does things. You can better guide that person. Somebody like Ambassador John Ugu would never emerge online, never. If I was mentoring Moses online when he signed up, there's no way he was going to emerge. Never. When I was coaching him online, he was struggling. You know, when I was coaching him online, I was struggling. Sometimes I had to send him to somebody, person who explain one thing, they explain another thing. But when I went there physical, you know, there's this thing that when you meet people, you look into their eyes. You know, when we start doing physical meetings, you understand what you've been missing. So most of us that met online cell meetings, online meeting cannot even be cell meeting. When I give us the details of cell meetings next week, we understand why online meetings cannot work. So Millionaire Schools, and we have a month plus to plan for it. As for Abuja office, we're already starting our offline cell meeting tomorrow by 7 a.m. and I'll be anchoring it. 7 a.m. tomorrow, Abuja office. However, so it's a gradual process to move from online to offline. Okay, it's a gradual process to move from online to offline. Okay, so that's why it's taking from now to end of September, 1 month and almost 3 weeks away. Okay, 1 month and almost 3 weeks away. So that people can still be attending online, but the goal is to move offline. Okay, in online, you can have 50 people in attendance. People that will share will be 3 or 4. If it's offline, if you have 5 people will share. Anybody that is not talking, you can ask them to share. You make sure everybody is part, everybody is benefiting, everybody gets the value. We want to raise millionaires. We don't just want to be here catching fun and catching cruise and getting value. Meanwhile, we are not seeing it. And after offline cell meeting, everybody gets to work based on what they've learned from cell meeting. And we start seeing results very, very quickly. We need to start raising 8-figure earners again. We need to start raising multiple 7-figure earners again. We need newer people to make it to the top 20. And it can only be achieved through offline meetings. Okay, for the Port Harcourt event, the deadline for ticket sales at the promo ticket sales, early bird ticket sales is 14th. 14th is just 2 days away. So please make sure you get your early bird ticket, okay? Make sure you get your early bird ticket for the Port Harcourt event. And whichever location you are based in, I believe they are doing mega events there. And the leaders, myself, Moses, and Dr. Tony, will be touring different cities. Okay, so at the end, around 29th of September, the dates will be confirmed. 29th of September, tentatively, we'll be launching a Diamond Project mega event in Lagos. While towards end of October, we'll also be launching the mega event, myself, Moses, and Dr. Tony, in Abuja. Okay, we'll do in Lagos, we'll do in Abuja. Then from next year, from February to November, we are going to visit different cities across Nigeria to generate momentum and help a lot of persons to win. Okay, early bird ticket is 1,000 naira. Early bird ticket for the Port Harcourt event is 1,000 naira. Early bird ticket for the Port Harcourt event is 1,000 naira. We're going to visit virtually every city or major city. From January, the details we'll get the details. We're going to visit Benin. We might visit Owerri or, I'm not very sure, but we're going to visit certain cities and it's going to be a tsunami. So start building your momentum now. Start building morale now. So we're going to give us the breakdown from January. We're going to give us the breakdown from January so you can plan towards these locations. And we'll also use that opportunity to train on Millionaire Schools. So when we go offline, Millionaire Schools will be on Saturdays. So while we are still doing online Millionaire Schools now, we'll start the offline Millionaire School this week and we'll be doing offline Millionaire School. That will be anchored by Dr. Victor, but it will only be shared in the different offices. And that will be by 10 a.m. However, after then, our Millionaire School time might move to 9 a.m., in the different offices. All the details will be given to us. Trust me, trust your leader, trust the leadership. It might be a little difficult to adjust now, but I can guarantee you in the next 2 to 3, 4 months, you would wonder why we didn't start this earlier. You wonder why we didn't move offline earlier. And that's the whole purpose of the rebirth. So guys, I hope you are ready to be reborn. I hope you are already reborn. And you see a lot of persons will start emerging. A lot of winners will start emerging from the team. You see a lot of new testimonies. All these testimonies, even the other guy that the man that shared his testimony, what was his name? Uday Victor. They said he was in the hall. He did not sign up. He was there watching. They will ask you questions. They didn't say anything. Imagine he was attending on Zoom. He will just be there. After the meeting, he goes. Now, because it's an online meeting, you cannot see him. You cannot read his body language. You cannot see his eyes. You cannot see his posture. You cannot understand what he's going through. Then you can attend to him. You couldn't have attended to him and closed him. There are a lot of things we've missed that we don't even know that we've missed. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the next level in C2FG? Are you ready for the next level in C2FG? Are you ready for the next level in C2FG? So forget about the details. The details will be planned by the leaders, and everybody will be able to attend cell meeting. And I guarantee you will get, the least you can get is the same value you are getting now. If not, you get even more. Imagine attending cell meeting and you can meet other persons. You know, now we are just in ourselves on Zoom. Nobody knows anybody. But now you now have new friends. You can now form new relationships. You know, you can, relationship that you can also exploit in your business, relationship you can explore in your place of work. You can even meet somebody that works in the same place of work with you, you know, and it's going to be a super amazing win. Super amazing win. Okay, so guys, that'll be that for now. After next week Tuesday training, I'm going to answer the training will answer all the questions about us moving offline, the need for us to move offline, the essence of cell meeting, and all that. Then if we have enough time, I'll not train properly on cell meeting. When I'm done training on cell meeting, you understand that cell meeting can never be done on Zoom. Whatever we are doing on Zoom will not have a cell meeting. Let me say that we still need the Super Monday training for our quick growth, encouragement, and advices. Help us. Don't worry, man. We will not be doing it then. And for those who want to quick grow and develop, the leaders have also factored that in. You will grow faster when you are at the office. And secondly, all Millennial Cell meetings, all Super Monday Cell meetings so far have been recorded on YouTube. So if you need to review any of them, you will go there and review them. If you need to pray for any of your teammates, you go there and pray for your teammates. But I can guarantee you, 3 months after attending physical cell meeting, Reverend Mrs. Seniola, we'll have this conversation again. And you will thank God that we took this difficult decision. God bless you all and have an amazing week. Namaka, please, you can bring the meeting to a close. Thank you for the opportunity to share.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so very much, sir. So we're just going to take our formations, then we'll bring the meeting to a close. Okay, so our formations is up on the screen. Let's place our hands on our chest, on our forehead, and affirm it with every fiber of our being, okay? I am patient, I am kind, I do not envy, I do not boast, I am not proud, I do not dishonor other people, I am not selfish. I am not easily angered. I do not keep record of wrongs done to me. I do not delight in evil. I rejoice with the truth. I protect the vision and my team. I always hope for the best. I persevere through all circumstances. I can never fail. I am a warrior leader, and with God on our side, we are resolutely unstoppable. Okay, let's go out and be unstoppable this week, and let's all have an amazing, amazing, amazing week. Bye, everyone.